experienced how critical a good night's sleep is for their children, but new research suggests that the consistency of kids' bedtime matters just as much for their developing brains as the number of hours they get. Here to weigh in is Dr. Dwayne Wooten. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
Long time no see. We were just together last week, so it's good to have you back.
My pleasure.
Sleep is so important for kids, and you told me that it really matters what age they are. There's a big range about how much sleep they should be getting.
Absolutely. Newborns, we recommend newborns get 16 to 18 hours of sleep a day. So really, a newborn's capacity to sleep is bent on developing the brain. That's all what it's about. But as you get to toddler age, you get to school age, it changes a little bit, but it doesn't change much. So by the time you're school age, 5 to 6 years of age, you should be sleeping about 12 to 13 hours a night.
Really?
Yeah.
So that would be kindergarten, first grade.
Second, third, fourth.
Wow.
Yes.
That is hard to get that. I mean,
it's extremely hard.
Who has that kind of time? That's tough.
But you know, what we're seeing is more and more children are awake 10, 11 o'clock at night, watching TV, watching cable TV, playing with the Nintendos, DS, PSPs, etc. Parents doze off and don't realize their children are still awake. So what you have to do is get them in a routine to go into sleep at a really decent time, like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and that be the way it is all time, which means all lights are off, all TVs are off, all distractions. Yes, exactly.
What about middle school and high school age kids?
Middle school, this is gonna be uniquely blowing people away to hear that 10 hours. 10 hours for middle school, 8 to 10 hours for high school and beyond.
My producer just got in my ear. He said, what about morning show anchors? How much sleep
you don't sleep enough.
No, I think with kids, what I've seen is that they're kind of in the same sleeping patterns as their parents. And we as adults keep cutting back on how much sleep we're getting. So.
Exactly. You know, we're not even talking about adults. The average adult, the average working adult with children sleeps 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
And that's good for some of them, but that's still not really good for you health-wise. But by that time that you're an adult, your brain is developed. You're doing okay with regards to that. We know children's brains are developing early on at a rapid rate, especially between birth and 2 years of age. So that sleep is vitally important.
What are some signs that your kid is not getting enough sleep?
Well, there have been many studies that showed over the last 5 years that the #1 cause of aggression in children in school age is sleep deprivation. So one of the classic signs is people don't even talk about children who are aggressive toward other children at school. And it usually is because of a lack of sleep or excessive tiredness. You see children nodding off in class, especially right after lunchtime, because they're not sleeping appropriately at nighttime. That's another big sign.
So we've been talking about physical fitness and how important it is to get kids active. It sounds like sleep is the other component.
It's probably the biggest component, because when you're sleep deprived, nothing else really works correctly for you. You know, your moods, your ability of mood is terrible. And again, we have lots of children that we've seen over the years that is simply, when we put them on a very good sleep pattern, they were able to function much better in school.
Dr. Wooten, thanks for being here. Get to bed, kids.
Get to
we
bed.
know it's early, but you need a lot of sleep. Appreciate your time.